Yes, good afternoon everyone and welcome to round 8 of your SRL Mines competition, broadcasting to you live from the Central Coast here in New South Wales. And what a game this is set to be, a local New South Wales derby to kick off round 8. And just 2 rounds remaining as we head into the finals. The Central Coast Lions, led out by the new look Franco Lombardi, their captain. He got a bit of work done with some plastic surgery over the past week, and now he's ready to step up and lead his side, this Lions side that's already secured a place into the finals. And a win here tonight will seal the minor premiership and guarantee them automatic qualification. So what a game. The stakes are high for the Central Coast. The packed out home field advantage for them, and for the Blue Tongues, the only team to deliver them their only loss on the season. Can they make lightning strike twice in the same place? We're underway. Luke Short here to officiate today's game, and we are broadcasting to you live, so hopefully everything goes well. I'm not the best when it comes to this sort of thing, but it is great to have you witnessing this as it happens in real time, and the reactions, it'll be raw. It'll all be happening before the Blue Tongues looking to battle themselves into a top 3 finish. And a win here today would definitely go a long way. And they've been a team that's had a lot of promotions, lost quite a few of their personnel, but somehow, some way, they still managed to get the job done and find themselves in the fight for the finals. And just too much sauce on that kick, sends it out for a set restart. Nepo Baby, how good has he been this season? He is without a doubt one of the toughest, staunchest prop forwards in the game. And he'll be looking to lead by example through the middle. We know how good the forward packs are for both sides. I've been a big fan of Cameron Smith, who's been thriving since his move to the prop positions, and with that line break gets him inside opposition 30. Third tackle now in the Blue Tongues, looking to strike first points on the board. And Dion Coleman just takes a run up on that contact. 4th tackle coming up now as they shift it out. Once again, Nepo Baby. They're going to have to keep him marked all day today because he is an absolute beast. Oh, and they try to get the kick away. Reese Davis is called play on. Cameron Smith tries to barge across, but it'll be held up on the goal line. And Patrick Corcoran II will take the run up now. 5 minutes played, 0-0, and the Central Coast currently leading the standings. Oh, what a ball out to Chevy Winchester. He'll hit the gas. He can't get all the way to the house, but that's a great line break. 2nd tackle, and the Central Coast find themselves short of the red zone. Inside dish to Trey Mann. And Trey Mann wrapped up, but officially in red zone territory now. This is a good look for the home side as they go inside to Holden Winchester. Keep an eye out for this bloke. Last week he scored a double, and he is one of the leading try scorers in the SRL, I'm pretty sure. But 5th and last now at the 10. Trey Mann plays the ball. Carter Ross dishes it out to Disappear. Probably wishes he could disappear right about now. Took one step too many. And that is turnover of prime possession given away. And for Bathurst, the great side that has come back this season. It's a storied franchise, and Josh Pretlove and Hopsgood, the 2 mentors, hoping to carry on that standard that's been built in previous seasons. But the Central Coast Lions, you talk about a new team that has just absolutely flourished. And oh, what a great awareness play there from Anthony Boom, I think it was, making a dart from dummy half. Milks the cheeky penalty, and that'll get the Blue Tongues a great chance inside Lions half. And plenty of Blue Tongues fans making that trek all the way from regional New South Wales. It's quite contrasting, these 2 cities, when you compare Bathurst to the Central Coast, Gosford area. But 2nd tackle now, 10 meters away. The Blue Tongues shift at midfield. Cameron Smith once again alongside Nepo Baby, the 2 getting themselves involved early on in this one. Offload from Reese Davis, but they'll call play on. Maverick Mailea cleans it up. And the big fella will just stomp his way downfield. So both sides with some good chances inside the red zone early on, but just not able to capitalize. Make sure you stay tuned, because after this, it will be the Mount Druitt Kings taking on the Cairns Firehawks. The Kings also looking to book a spot in the finals, and that's called a knock on. Not too sure what was wrong with it. It looked like that went back, but yep, that is the game for you. You come to expect those sort of brain fart moments from officials, but first tackle now on both sides. Yet to score points. Risky ball out to Ghost Rambo making his debut. Maybe a Tom Clancy fan, Ghost Rambo. He's slotted in at the 4th spot for the Blue Tongues. Big bumper from Nepo Baby. Whoa, what an offload to Rosso Goodwin for the first try of the game. And a beautiful setup there from Bathurst, drawing first blood. And that offload opened up the floodgates for Rosso Goodwin. Nepo Baby taking 2 defenders, getting the ball out to the Blue Tongues lock 13. Beautiful stuff there from the visitors. That's the start that they're going to want, because we know how good this Lions side are. The Blue Tongues could very well be the bogey side for this Lions team, and with a start like that, that'll get the confidence going. That'll get the blood flowing and the juices pumping. But 6-0 is the score. And Bathurst, great start there for them. The home side will be looking to rally up. We know how good they are, especially defensively. And it takes moments of magic like that from Nepo Baby to get that offload and draw first blood in this game. And just had to double check, make sure the connection and everything is going all right. So I think we're good. The toaster is cooking, and thankfully it's not burning up here. But I'll tell you what, this action that we've seen so far is going to light it up here for this round 8 Minds clash. And it's all happening in the SRL. The finals just around the corner, kicking off next week. 9 seasons of SRL, 4 years. How good has it been? And for these Minds players, also looking to try and get the attention and notice of other clubs as we head into the off-season. Free agency lurking just around the corner, and of course the draft as well. More details will be released in the coming days as we see Patrick Corcoran the second. Oh, he's one-on-one with Anthony Boom. He'll cut across field. Oh, and I keep forgetting this is live. I'm going to try and be on point here, but what a run from Paddy Corcoran the second. That line break, first tackle, gets the Lions inside opposition 10, and post contact on that run from Disappear. Second now, they'll dish it out to Shelby Winchester. He'll try and barge over, and he'll be turned on his back. Desperation defense there from the Blue Tongues defense. Shelby Winchester has been one of the prominent names of this Lions team, and we always talk about the Winchester family in this squad and the chemistry that they bring through the spine. It does a lot for this Lions side. For tackle, they'll dish it out. Franco Lombardi, the new look captain, will barge over and get the first points of the game for the home side. This great bloke is going to send it to the bunker, but Franco Lombardi, what a great way to open his account for his side, leading by example, one-on-one with Zyrell Williams, I believe it was. And he just could not be stopped. TRY, try time for the Central Coast. 4 points to 6, conversion to come. Chevy with his first of the evening. And you wouldn't bank on him missing from here. It is a bit of a tough kick. And he'll take a few steps to the left. Let's see if he's over or undercompensated for it. Off the boot, Chevy doesn't have enough to swing back, just fades to the right. And the Blue Tongues will maintain a 2-point lead here. 17 minutes gone from the Central Coast. And we hope you're all enjoying your SRL Minds action. And let me just say, if for anyone tuned in from Queensland and the upper New South Wales area, we hope you're all safe, and we hope you'll all be safe throughout this weekend. Obviously, the weather event of Cyclone Alfred, where we've got all the thoughts with everyone in the community that may be affected by it. But hopefully this bit of Minds footy can help bring some light to the day, if you will, for lack of a better term. But it is great as always. Very exciting first live game of the SRL this season. And it is raw and uncut, so hopefully I don't drop a cheeky F-bomb or anything along those lines. Third tackle. Mwah. The big unit, the big right centre. Long distance relative of the great Mark Henry. Fourth tackle now, Carter Ross, outside dish. They give it to Chevy, and Chevy will just take the run up. 13 metres away from the goal line, just under 20 played, fifth and last. The home side go left pocket. They'll double pass it out to Disappear. Perfectly placed bomb. Anthony Boom will go hop for it. And ice in his veins as he makes the catch. And excuse me. I've doubled up on the coffee for today, and it was doubling that back on me. But what a game. Only 2 points separating these two sides at the moment. And you can't help but feel like this has the making to be an all-time classic. What a run. Anthony Boom couldn't get that line break that he wanted to. But third tackle now as they approach Central Coast half. They'll shift it right. Dion Coleman. Oh, and Jordan Maloko Saoli'i. How about that? He'll cop that one there. And the Blue Tongues just taking the contact on this set. Fifth and last now. The Lions could be lining up a big kick return. Watch out for Paddy Corker in the second, but they'll go to the opposite wing. Ross Buckley, the English superstar. Might be driven into touch. Oh, he's flirting with the touchline. He'll do a good job to stay in bounds though. And Shelby Winchester, that'll allow him to make that line break. Held down a bit in the tackle. The Blue Tongues got to watch out for that. Don't want to concede penalties. The Lions have already conceded one. And both teams hoping to keep it a well-disciplined game, but you just never know what could happen in the SRL Minds. I feel like we've seen it all, and we still have yet to see the best of it. 8 rounds in, and only one regular season round left next week before we get to the finals. The grand final qualifier, who will meet the minor premiers in the grand final on the big stage. The bookies would have you believe that it is the Central Coast Lions in prime position to seal the minor premiership and book themselves a ticket straight to the grand final. But they have already qualified for the finals, so they're in a good position at the moment. But they don't want to get complacent. 2 losses to finish your season could see you drop that minor premiership spot. And with a team like the Blue Tongues breathing down their necks, they don't want it to come down to that. Their destiny is in their own hands, as we see Reese Davis gets that one a bit awkwardly, but puts in a great kick. Shelby there to field it, hits a step, will turn Anthony Boom inside out, and Shelby Winchester will just storm this one home. He is gone all the way. Try time for the Lions. And the home side will take their first lead of the game. Shelby Winchester, all he needed was an inch, and he turned it into a mile, as we'll take a look on the TBC live replay. And all he had to do was get past Anthony Boom. It's not an easy task, but once he got past him, his eyes lit up. He saw open space all around him. And now the league, the leaders of the league, the Central Coast, 8 points to 6, kick to come from right in front. And now the Lions starting to settle into their game, starting to get into the rhythm. And if you're the Blue Tongues, you don't want to concede another try before half time. Only a 1-score lead for the Lions, 10 to 6. The first of your double header here tonight. After this, it will be the Mount Druitt Kings taking on the Cairns Firehawks. Might have to duck down to the canteen here and get me another cup of coffee. As we see, Olgun Maradi has been shifted around throughout the season. I believe he played a bit of centre in the first half of this season before making a switch out to the props. He's certainly a big bopper, and we've got a few of them in the mines. Tulavari Vakateni definitely comes to mind. What a ball. Shelby Winchester one-on-one again with Anthony Boom, but Boom making sure he doesn't let him slip away that time, because last time turned into points. And the captain, Franco Lombardi, taking the run up there. Fifth and last now, just under half an hour played. Where will they go? Disappear. He'll pin it down towards the corner of Jordan Malako Sauli. But Jordan gets wrapped up there, and the Blue Tongues now. Final 10 minutes of this first half. What is your game plan? What is the mentality to try and get back in this one? Are they just going to play it through the trenches, rely on Nepo Baby, Rosso Goodwin, Cameron Smith and the likes to try and battle your way through the trenches? Or are you going to try and perhaps lean on your kicking game? 40-20 formation coming up. They could go for it, the Blue Tongues, in the pocket to Reese Davis, but Davis will just send it downfield. Didn't have any angle on it. That would have been a great chance to try and get a 40-20 down there, but maybe he just rather played a territory game, and I don't know how that's been called a forward pass. That one looked clean back out the hands, but the referee's interpretation ruling otherwise, and the home crowd don't like that, but the visitors certainly do. First tackle now at the opposition 10. James Reese, the left second rower, takes two in the tackle. Second coming up. They'll go back inside. Jordan Malako Sauli, what a step, what a ball. Oh, he was open. Why'd you pass it, son? Oh, Justin Ryan barging across. Did he get there? We'll have to take a look at the replay. Luke Short reckons it's no good, but Justin Ryan might have just scored his first try of the season. Oh, it's a no try. It's a no try. And I don't know whether or not that's karma or if that's just another blatant missed call there. Mines Commissioner might be copping some bad feedback from the fans here, but fifth and last. The Blue Tongues still with a chance to strike. They'll play the ball on the goal line. They'll go flat ball to John O'Cashman. Oh, and it's out to Reese Davis straight under the sticks. And Reese Davis will scoop up a shocker pass and turn chicken, you know what, into chicken salad. And what a try there from Reese Davis. Great effort on the play. Great heads up. Awareness from him. And the Blue Tongues looking to take the lead back. Just over 5 minutes until we get into halftime. And easy as you could ask, Rosso Goodwin just sends that one almost to the sea. It's probably laying in the beach on the sand there, but the Blue Tongues 2-point lead. Bit of a controversial sequence of plays there. The forward pass call from the Lions, I thought that was backwards out the hands, and the Justin Ryan no try, we've seen it before. The one that comes to my mind was, I believe, earlier this season. We had the Sharks, we had a game against the Bulldogs. An exact scenario played out like that. My Ava did the same try that was not called a try, and it ended up changing the momentum of the game on its head. So who knows how that could affect both sides here, but the Blue Tongues do make it count. Whether you call it a bit of luck, we'll have to wait and see when it's all said and done. But a great opportunity here. Zyrell Williams through the right edge. And he'll find a nice line break. Draws in Shelby Winchester. Fullback out of position. For tackle now. Cut out ball to James Reese. And he'll just take the contact. Runs it up to the 10. 78 gained off this set. Fifth and last. The Blue Tongues looking to pile on more points. Can they do it? Big bomb. Reese Davis sends it up. They go for the contest. But Malako Saoli'i won't be able to cross the try line. Does a great job to take that ball. But just nothing doing at the end there. So the Lions down by 2. 2 minutes to go. You don't want to play risky ball. You just want to hold on to the footy, look after possession, and try and run out this clock. You'd have to think, readjust, refocus for half time, and try not to let that earlier, the previous try, affect your game. They could go for a 40-20 here. I think they're in kick formation. That's where they'll drop it. Oh, and Chevy Winchester, sorry, too much, out on the full. Right idea, wrong execution. And on the brink of half time, this is dangerous field territory for the home side. They'll have another set to defend before we head into the sheds. As the Blue Tongues shift it left, Davis out to Boom, out to Moloko Saoliti. Can't put on that filthy step that we're so accustomed to seeing. But they got numbers left, that's where they'll go. James Reese cut out ball, but turn him over, nearly turns it over. One last play for the first half. The Blue Tongues, it's a shocker service. And that'll be half time. The Blue Tongues currently leading 12-10 over the Central Coast Lions. We will see you in the second half. Good afternoon and welcome back from the Central Coast. We are broadcasting live for your SRL Mines Round 8 action. It is the Central Coast Lions taking on the Bathurst Blue Tongues. The Blue Tongues currently holding a 2-point lead. And an ideal start for them. They did score first points of the game, but the Lions scoring 2 of their own to reply. And off the dome offload, but they'll call their play on. Dion Coleman, he'll just take it all the way. He doesn't care about what's just happened. He's not hearing nothing. He is just seeing the try line, and that's where he'll go. What a play there from the Blue Tongues. Brilliant effort from Dion Coleman, making everything out of absolutely nothing. What more could you ask for? Dion Coleman, what a superstar. One of the rising halves in this Mines crop, and his draft stock has probably shot up a bit after that try. That was a brilliant effort. And the Blue Tongues, ideal start in this second half. Rosso Goodwin, easy conversion just to slot it from right in front. And the Blue Tongues now with an 8-point lead. And this could rock the foundations of the top 3 of the finals equation. The Central Coast Lions, they are in the prime seat to take out the minor prem if they can win it here today. But as it stands, the Blue Tongues still well within a chance of potentially stealing a minor premiership. They probably have to put up some big points, but I mean, geez, against the classy side like the Lions, you got to like what you've seen from the Blue Tongues. In moments where it seems like there's nothing happening, it is just someone to step up, make a name for themselves, and create the moments that have led to these points being scored. As they'll shift it right, Anthony Boom shrugs off one after the step. They'll take him to the sideline. He'll cut back in field. Fullback out of position. The Blue Tongues might be looking to exploit that gap. They go through Ghost Rambo. Ghost Rambo looking to score on debut. He could have been gone there. Just needs some more +2 speed in him, and he would have had that all day long. But here we go, 5th and last, and miscommunication on that option leads to Reese Davis just calling an audible and taking the run. But what a filthy run from Ghost Rambo. If he would have scored on debut, that would have been brilliant stuff. We've seen a few centers score on debut, Sevu Singh being one of them. One of the Cairns Firehawks players, Sevu Singh, and Ghost Rambo. Could be potential signs of things to come from the young centre, but for tackle, the Lions looking for the 40-20. I think that's what they're going to do. Disappear. He'll send it down towards the corner. Will it sit up? Oh, what a beautiful 40-20 from the NPC 5'8". Disappear. He was the one to kick the game-winning field goal a couple weeks ago. And now the Lions with a chance to reply. as they'll shift it out to Shelby Winchester, and Shelby just takes the contact. Second tackle, cut out ball. Oh, and Nepo Baby lays the smack down. Turns that footy over. And Nepo Baby, you might as well run it at a brick wall. He is an absolute unit. Dion Coleman, incumbent try scorer, trying to poke his head through again in search of a double. Your current score 18-10. The visiting Blue Tongues leading the home team Lions. Your live SRL Mines coverage, and a big intercept there straight to Chevy. And now some mistakes starting to plague the game of the Blue Tongues. Ross Buckley gets the service out on the right wing. Could we potentially see him don an England jersey when we get to the internationals? Oh, what a hit! Ogun Marotti, get that in here. Cameron Smith says, come here, son. Puts the head on, and now for tackle just outside opposition 10. Oh, big mistake, Zyrell Williams there to scoop it up. Hits a filthy goose step, cuts back in field, numbers to the left, but the big fella won't be able to take it to the house. But the Blue Tongues have just turned up once again. And now looking to pile on more misery. If they can score off this set, that'll be huge for this Blue Tongues team. And Rosso Goodwin cops one. They're going to let him get back up. The disrespect. Good stuff from Morgan Marotti though. And wide ball out to turn him over. Flirting with the touchline, but third tackle now. Just shy of the 10. The Blue Tongues looking for their second try of the half. In prime position to do so. Who's going to be the one to step up? Reese Davis gives the service out to Nepo Baby. Oh, Nepo Baby tries to barge across. Fifth and last now. Blue Tongues numbers both sides. They'll go to Coleman, but Coleman gets out machoed on the goal line. Loses a couple post-contact meters on that play. Oh, and it's a turnover. Rosso Goodwin there to dish it up. And the Lions have just given it away on a platter. And the visitors now, another full set inside the red zone or the blue zone. Where were you going to go? They go to Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith held up by two defenders on the goal line. He'll shuffle back. Third tackle. Inside dish. Rosso Goodwin looking to wind that up and crash over. Turned on his back though. And a big effort there. But not enough to get the points. And now the Blue Tongues, not in a rush to get the ball out. Fifth and last. They'll drop it in the pocket. Turn him over. Puts up a high bomb. Who's going to be there? It's a tap back. Anthony Boom. He'll wind it up. But they'll scramble to stop him once again. Bend don't break effort from the Lions. And now plenty of work to do. Working from in their own red zone, deep in their own half. They'll shift it out to Maverick Mailia. Offload away to Ogun Marotti. Playing it at the 30, the Central Coast. Inside dish to Caleb Manns. We haven't seen too much of Manns here today. But he is playing in the 12 spot, which is more of a renowned defensive position. But the Lions trying to figure things out now. They're slowly marching downfield. But just feels like they're lacking a bit of that oomph. that oomph that we're used to seeing from the Lions. But plenty of time left ahead as we enter the final quarter of your SRL round 8. Mines clash, high tackle. Justin Ryan nearly gets his head popped off. And there we go, the lights are on. But that was just a careless effort, a careless tackle from Shelby Winchester, I think that was. And that puts the Lions under some pressure now. Rosso Goodwin takes the first tackle of this set. Stay tuned. Don't forget after this, Kings Firehawks. You don't want to miss that game to finish off your round 8 clash here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, we hope you're enjoying the coverage. And we hope anyone affected by the cyclone is safe. And I don't know if they'll even bother watching SRL, because why would you? Unless you're very hardy and very dedicated. In that case, I tip my hat. Salute to you. And oh, what a run inside this. Zyrell Williams tries to make something happen. But fifth and last at the goal line once again. The Blue Tongues, it's starting to become familiar territory. Offload to Nepo, baby. And that one could very well be the dagger in the hearts for the home side. Nepo, baby, the big fella. TBC Live replay gets through untouched. No one wanted a bar of the big fella. Right place, right time for big old Nepo. And someone get security. Someone get security and tell him to go kick out this bloke screaming on the sidelines here. You can hear him from the commentary box. I think that's Hopscott over there, actually. Oh, never mind. It's Hopscott. He's loving it. The Blue Tongues are up by 14 points. 24-10. And who would have thought? I mean, there's still plenty of time left to be played in this game, but given the form of the Lions, and given the fact that they still have the chance to seal the minor premiership right here, right now, I guess the betting man would have put money on the home side, but the Blue Tongues, this is why you don't write them off. They're a team that can bounce back in a number of ways, despite losing quite a few players due to promotion and inactivity. Despite, at one point having a 20-0 loss put on them, and just seeing the resilience of this team. It's a lot of character about this Bathurst side that you gotta love to see, but the Lions, don't let one game fool you, because they have proven that they are still the form team, but the Blue Tongues have something to say about that. Fifth and last coming up, as they'll drop it back midfield. Reese Davis sends it towards the corner. Patrick Hawker in the second. He'll hit a step, cuts back infield, and Anthony Boom reads him like a book. First tackle, and Boom out of position. Will they look for the exploit? They can't get the step on through Shelby. Second tackle at the 40, and oh, that one looked a bit awkward. Flat-footed with the flat pass. But third now. Inside Bathurst half. Oh, and a big hit. Chevy Winchester. Someone remind him not to run it at Cameron Smith ever again. Fifth and last now. The home side, the crowd a bit quiet here. We haven't heard them cheer in this second half, albeit the few Bathurst fans that have made the effort for this game. And a win here for Bathurst changes the complexion of this finals equation. But as we said earlier, they'll probably be looking to increase that points differential and put up more points. But if you're the Lions, you don't want to see that. If you're going to make a comeback, you have to be the next team to score, and it's got to be soon. As Dom Young and Jeff Keane watching on from the sidelines. Big shout out to Dom Young, my good mate. As we see Shelby on the... Oh, hits a Yui on the return. As we wind down the clock. Lucky I didn't botch pronouncing that. 67 minutes played here from the Central Coast. Your live coverage. Fully live. How good. SRL TV is the place to be, and stay tuned, because we got one more game after this. Kings Firehawks to round off your SRL action. Mailea, oh, shrug off, offload away to Holden Winchester. And now the Central Coast, they're in a good position. Inside the red zone they go. Caleb Mans just takes a settler. Fifth and last now. I think they're going to go for the double pass into the pocket. That's what they do. Chevy Winchester sends it high. Who's going to be there to take it? It's a tap back, and Shelby Winchester will score the first try of the second half for the Central Coast. And that one gives them a chance, gives them a lifeline in this game. TBC Live replay. Beautiful tap back there to the Lions fullback, Shelby Winchester. Anthony Boom trying to scramble but couldn't get there in time. And a big kick to come. As Chevy now takes the kick, tries to fade it back, and he does so to perfection. Cuts the lead down to 8 points, 16-24. The visiting Blue Tongues still with the 8-point advantage. But could that try from Shelby be the one that turns this game on its head? Final 10 minutes coming up in a big game that could potentially decide the minor premiership right here, right now. It is a nervous and anxious wait for both sets of fans. I would love to see what they're saying in Minds chat right now. Down by 8 points, 10 minutes to go. Is it written? Is it written for the Lions to somehow, some way, pull off a miracle comeback in this game? Or will the Blue Tongues be the only team to defeat the Lions and do it twice? That would be a huge achievement for Bathurst. But both teams, they want to win it so badly. They know how pivotal this fixture could be when it's all said and done. Fifth and last now. The Lions inside opposition 40. They'll dish it into the pocket. Chevy Winchester goes for the crossfield punt. Straight to Justin Ryan on the right wing. Just has to get past Shelby Winchester. Justin Ryan on the outside. And decides to play it safe. Why not? When you've got great possession, great field position like this. Why force your hand and make a mistake? Second tackle. The Blue Tongues looking to put this game to bed right here, right now, off this set. Third tackle, they will play the ball. Cashman, inside dish to Goodwin, out to Nepo Baby. Nepo Baby wrapped up well there by Franco Lombardi. Fourth tackle, back inside. Dion Coleman looking for a double. Can't scoot across. Fifth and last now, the Blue Tongues. They go short. Oh, inside dish to Cameron Smith. But a knock-on call there. And the Lions will escape by the skin of their teeth on that set. This is your chance now, Central Coast. What have you got up your sleeve? Can they take it coast to coast? Can they get on the board? 5 minutes left in this round 8 Minds clash. Who's it going to be? You'll find that answer out soon enough. Oh, and 6 again. A big decision by the refs, and 6 again is the call. That's going to give the Lions another full set to try and mount this comeback. Get ready, folks. I think we're in for a tight, tense finish as we see Shelby, an absolute superstar for the Lions here today. He has had to step up in the absence of Jaden Garcia, and he's done a job. Third tackle, the Lions marching slowly downfield, trying to get into enemy red zone. They go to Holden Winchester. Winchester offload back inside. Maverick Mailia, and Mailia will score the late try. And do not go anywhere. Do not turn your eyes away from the screen, because the Central Coast Lions could very well be on the march back in this game, trying to make a case for a comeback. And they could very well do so right here. You would have been forgiven for writing them off. But now here we go. Chevy Winchester to make it a 2-point deficit. Slots it straight down the middle. And the Lions, they are back. Showing a glimpse of life here in this game. It's the never say die attitude. That mentality that has brought them back within range. The Blue Tongues, they've seen this sight all too many times before. The close game in the dying stages of it. Someone check on Hopsgood for me, please. Prelov, make sure you get him some water and potentially some Panadols. This could be a very stressful, anxiety-inducing finish. But it is all the better for the neutral fan. 2 minutes to go. Who's going to walk away with the win here? It's the Blue Tongues with a 2-point lead against the number 1 team right now, the Central Coast Lions. They're going to need a moment of magic to pop up for them. Who can it be? It looks like they might go for a 40-20 third tackle. They don't have much time left. What's the game plan? Are they going to go for a 40-20? They have to. They have to go for a 40-20. That's where they're going to go. It's going to be Disappear. Oh, and Disappear might have just cost them the game. No angle on that one whatsoever. Trickles over for a 7-tackle set. And the Blue Tongues are going to walk away with an insane victory over the Lions, surviving a late comeback. And 2-pointer victors, the Bathurst Blue Tongues get it done once again, handing the Central Coast their second loss of the season. And the Blue Tongues have survived that onslaught. What a game. What a display of footy from both sides. 22-24, your final score. So we'll take a look. TBC Live stats. Shelby Winchester with a double. Franco Lombardi, Maverick Mylia, all across for the home side. For the visitors, Dion Coleman, Reese Davis, Rosso Goodwin, and Nepo Baby, all getting across the line. 56% possession for the Blue Tongues. 17 from 21 completions compared to the Lions, 13 from 19. 8 errors to 4, so double the amount for the Lions compared to the Tongues. And 2 penalties conceded compared to none. So the Blue Tongues playing a clean, well-disciplined game. And we'll scroll over now to the player stats. Jeez, the voice is feeling it. It was that great of a game, but Shelby Winchester, 240 run meters, putting up a double in today's performance. Franco Lombardi over the 100 mark on the try to his name as well. Carter Ross, an absolute machine through the trenches, 21 tackles, only 1 missed. Holden Winchester, 26, 0 missed. I mean, even Jimmy Olgun Morati, 19, 0 missed. So a great defensive performance from the Lions, but it was the mistakes and the ill discipline that cost them a chance to seal the minor premiership. But we'll go over to the Bathurst side now. Nepo Baby, over 200 run meters. What a machine. If he does not get picked up on a dev contract, he's going to be a high value target in the draft, you'd have to think. 2 try assists as well for the big fella, and a meat pie to his name. Dion Coleman getting across with a try as well. John O'Cashman in there, 2 try assists. Great work from the Blue Tongues hooker and Zyrell Williams, 18 tackles, 0 missed. Great effort. Rosso Goodwin, 14 tackles, only 2 missed. Tackle break and a couple line breaks there. But congratulations to the Blue Tongues. They've done it on the road. They've done it twice, and they've proven that lightning can in fact strike the same place twice. Another win over the Lions for them, and that gives them a chance to try and steal the minor premiership heading into next week, the last round. What a game it was. Congratulations to both sides. And thank you for tuning into this coverage. Stay tuned, because at 4 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Time, it will be the Mount Druitt Kings taking on the Cairns Firehawks, live and free on SRL TV. I'm Sonny Tyre. Thank you for joining me, and we look forward to seeing you back here soon on SRL TV.